Hello guys, welcome back. Today we got for you the last 5 knots from our selection of the 10 essential knots. This one's a little bit more complex than the first 5 that we show you on the first part of this tutorial. So we're gonna start today with the figure 8. The figure 8 knot is very popular, especially in the climbing, like rock climbing community, and is used to as a rope stopper, so you can make it at the end of the rope, so you don't want the rope to cut loose from carabiner or figure eight or etc. So, and also can be used as a loop. So we're going to show you the simple form. The simple form is you grab the end of the rope, you bend it, bring it down from the front, round, and then you're going to feed it from the back. And then you got, that is what gives the name to the knot, because it looks like a number 8. That is the figure 8 knot. Let's do it again, very closer to the camera. You got the end of the rope, and the down, the front, around from behind, and then you're going to feed it to that loop from the front. And that is how it have to look like, both sides. That is the figure 8 knot. And what about the loop, which is way more useful? The loop, give yourself more bend, so you can have a bigger loop. You can adjust the loop of whatever size you want. Give yourself, and then you're going to grab the whole lot. You're going to bend it down, around, and then you're going to feed it through that hole, this hole, to the front. That is the figure 8 loop. Figure 8 knot. Figure 8 knot. With a loop. What is that one used for? Well, that's what I'm wearing my harness today. Let's put the camera a little bit lower to show the harness. And I got already a carabiner there. You're gonna fit that loop into your carabiner. Lock it there. And I'm ready to behold. If I fall and I'm climbing or fall, I've got someone supporting me, or if I'm going to be winch up, that figure 8 loop comes very handy. There's a variation of this knot, which is the double. That is the one that you can see that we use on the anchor points of the rappel videos we did. We were using the figure 8 loop, the anchor point. You can look at there, but it's the double version of this one with 2 lines. Okay, so that's the figure 8 knot and the figure 8 loop, and see you on the next knot. Alright guys, continuing with our list, we got now the next knot, number 7, would be the bowline. The bowline is a knot that is very simple. It doesn't run, so you can make a big loop, or a loop of any size really. Depends on how much rope you have and what you need to do. And it holds the loop without running, so it doesn't get tight and it's gonna squeeze whatever object it can be. You can use to carry a load with it, and it goes like this. Or you can use it to put your foot through as a stepper. You can put it around your body to be lift with it. So let's go. We're gonna stand up closer to the camera, and we're gonna make a loop on the rope like so. So this is the rope that goes, let's say, up. Make a loop there. And then you're gonna feed the end of the rope through the hole from underneath, and then around the main line, off, through, around the main line, and then back into the hole, and that is the knot right there. Put some tension, and it looks like that. So that's a loop, that's a knot, how it looks from the front, how it looks from behind. A very strong knot, and it doesn't move, so you can put your foot here and use it as a stepper, or if you need to grab, or if you need to carry a load, you can put a package there and wrap it around and make the knot, and the knot is not going to run and strangle whatever it is that you are lifting. You can use it also on yourself. So how would that look like? So I put the rope around my chest because I'm going to be airlifted. You know, I say that I'm not wearing, I do, but I'm not wearing, let's pretend that I'm not wearing a harness. So we're going to make that loop here. Like so. I'm going to fit the rope through the hole, and then from behind the main line, this is the main line that's going to lift me up from behind, and then I'm going to feed it through the front, feed it through in the hole from the front, and I want to make it really, really, really close to me so I don't get off the rope, like so. And I got now the rope with the right there, and then keep my arms together. I can pull my hands here on my belt, my duty belt, my battle belt, and then I can be airlifted, and this knot is not going to run and strangle me. Alright guys, that was knot number 7, and I will see you now in knot number 8. Bye-bye. Right, we continue on with our list. The knot number 8 is the Alpine Butterfly. The Alpine Butterfly is used to make a loop on a rope where you need to hang something or someone or yourself, and is a very strong knot, safe, is easy to do, and you can do it in a continuous row without having to start making the knot in one of the ends of the rope. You can do it in any part of the rope, as long as there is no tension. Of course, the rope is malleable that you can walk on it. Let's get started then. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand in front of the camera and show us. So put your hand, the rope, coming from below. You're going to make one turn, and then another turn, so you got 3 loops there around your hand. So you're going to grab the middle one, and give yourself some rope from both ends, give it a little loose so you have some decent amount of rope there in the middle. You're going to feed it through underneath the last one, like so, and then you're going to bring it over to this side, and then feed it through both, underneath these 2. There you go. And then you're going to apply tension there to secure the knot, like so. And it looks like that. On the other side, on this side, and it doesn't run. You can receive tension on any direction, upward, downward, sideways, and it's gonna stay there. You can use this knot, let's say if you're gonna hang something, load, with a carabiner. You can put a backpack there or a stretcher to lift someone up, or yourself. Okay, and show here where the harness, hip harness with carabiner. So if someone dropped this rope to me, let's say on a helicopter, I'm gonna be extracted or rescued, I can make this knot on the rope and then fit the carabiner through the loop, secure my carabiner, and I'm ready to be lifted up. You can make multiple of these ones across the rope, and then you can lift multiple people at the same time. So pretty much you're gonna go up like a piñata. Alright, so let's do it again. Let's undo this one. And let's show it again. So very easy to undo as well. It's undone. Okay, start again. Your hand, rope coming from below. 1, 2, and 3. Give yourself some rope from the middle. So you got plenty of rope there. Make a decent loop. You're gonna feed it through underneath the last one, like so. And then bring it back, and you're gonna feed it through both. The first one on the left and the middle one. Hold it there and start to apply tension. Remove your hands, of course. Tense loop, tense nut. And that's how it looks. The Alpine Butterfly. See you on the next knot. Look at the knot number 9 on our list is the Prusik. The Prusik is a very popular knot in the rock climbing community and climbers overall. So they use it frequently. It's a very straightforward knot, easy to do, easy to undo. Very safe, and let's get into it. It's used to climb on a rope or descend from a rope, to hold weight, to hold your own weight, to hold something. And we got here our main line, and we got a piece of paracord. This is a 3 millimeters paracord that has a breaking strength of 250 kilograms. So rule of thumb, half of that, 125 kilograms. That's way more than my body weight, so I'm happy with that. We put it together with fisherman knots. I will already show you how to do it, just to make a strong knot for a fairly strong paracord. And let's get into it. So to start with, we'll go behind the line. Have a little loop. Keep a little loop here on the left hand side, and we're going to feed the right side inside into the left loop, like so. As you can see there, guys. And then we're gonna do it another time. One more time. And that should be sufficient, but the more loops, spins you don't go around the rope, well, the stronger it's going to be. So for the last one, we're going to feed it through again, and we're going to put tension there on the small one, so it tightens up. Okay? Then a little bit more together. It's there, and we apply tension now on that paracord, and you see how it holds. Its simplicity is extraordinary, and how it works, fantastic. So when you release the tension on this loop that can either hold a weight, a load, or yourself, it loosens up, so you can glide it upward, and then when you apply tension again, it holds. So you can glide it downward when you release the pressure, and when you apply pressure, it holds again. So let's glide it back down again. feel pressure, and it holds again, so that way you can climb up a rope or descend from a rope. Let's say that you have 2 pieces of paracord that I always carry, and you make 2 Prusik knots. You can put on this loop if you have a sling or something, or another piece of rope, or a longer paracord. You can put your foot to one of the loops, like my hand right now. Let's say it's your foot, and your foot on the other one. So when you transfer your weight from one foot to the other, you're releasing the pressure of the other part of Prusik. So let's say this one is my left foot. I transfer the weight to my right foot, so release the pressure on this Prusik, so I can glide it up, and that way I make one step up with my left foot, so that I'm further high. And by transferring my weight to the left foot, my right foot it releases the pressure on the other Prusik, so I glide the other Prusik up, and then I transfer my weight to the right foot. By doing that, I release the pressure on the left foot, which is this Prusik, and then I can glide up, and so forth. So you release the pressure, push up your Prusik, transfer the pressure, your weight, it will hold you, and then glide the other one up. So you going up with 2 Prusiks, and you can also do the same thing on the way down to descend. Right? So that is the Prusik knot. To undo, you just grab the small loop, like so, and start to pull it out as many times as you did it to make it. Okay. And the last one, and that's it. You are out of your line. Or you can just simply undo your fisherman knot, undo the paracord, and again you are out of your line. Right? Hope you guys enjoyed this knot, and I will see you on the last one. Bye bye. Alright guys, we got the last knot of our selection of 10 essential knots. The knot number 10 is called the Sheepshank. The Sheepshank is a knot that is used essentially when you have a damage on a rope, or it is, well, simulating here the damage with this red tape on the rope. So let's say that the rope is damaged there, but we think that is going to be the point of the breaking point, or the maximum stress point, and we want to bypass that damage on the rope that is already tied, and we don't want to get to the rope and replace it. So we need to bypass that. And the other use of this rope, they say that is not damaged, but the tie is loose, and we don't want again to get into the trouble on doing the whole thing. Is holding a load, and we want to put a tension on it. So let's do the practical use of the pretend damage on the rope. So we're going to bypass that section. So we start by making a loop on one side, simple loop, and we're going to pass the damage point, and we're going to bring the folded like so, and we're going to bring it into this loop into inside the other loop, and we're going to put tension there, so it's going to hold it like so. Now we have officially bypass the damage point. So that's the damage point where the red tape is, and we're going to make now another loop on the other end like so. Just fold it like this, right? And we're going to fit this band through that loop like so, and apply tension on that one, and that's how it looks. So the damage point gets isolated in the center rope that has no weight in it, no force applied, so that we're protecting that point from snapping, and the knot holds there. All right. That is one purpose of this knot, the Sheepshank, to prevent that potential damage on the rope end up breaking by releasing pressure from it. So the tension runs on the other two. So there's three there in the middle, the red one that has the tape, that's the simulated damage, has no load, the load is on the other two. So now let's pretend that that damage is not there, and we're using these to tense a rope that is holding a load and it's getting loose. So we want you to tense it again. So we make the same knot, and then we pull these loops. That's how we put tension into that Sheepshank knot. So we now make those loops bigger. So that's how you produce tension on a rope that is loose, and the load you think that is going to come off, you make this knot, you pull those loops and create tension again. Alright, let's do it again. Let's get a bit closer to the camera this time. And then up in front of the camera. So we make a simple loop, we hold it there. We bring more rope by passing the damage point on the rope, which is indicated with the red tape. We bend it, fit this bend into this loop like so. So it bites the loop there. We put tension so it holds, and there's a damage there. Now we make another loop here. We're going to fit this bend into it like so, and then apply tension on it. And that is your Sheepshank. The center rope is the one with the tape, which is the simulated damage on the rope, and the tension runs on the other two. Now if we pull these loops, that's how you tense the Sheepshank, in case that you are using it to tighten a rope that is loose and is holding a load. But it's no damage anymore, we're just using it for tension. So pulling this loop, create tension on a rope that is getting loose. And that is the last knot on our selection of 10 essential knots that everybody should know. We hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and then you learn a thing or two, or ideally 10 things. And we're going to keep making videos like this one that we call the life hacks, because not everything is about combat. Combat is just one component. The main component of combat is in your mind, the combative mind. Strategy goes first, then tactics, and you use the tactics for the combat. So far confrontation, knife confrontation, physical confrontation is just the last link of the combative component if you look at it from the holistic point of view. One thing is the combat itself, and another thing is how to get to the fight and how to get out of the fight, how to be inserted into the fight, and how to be extracted from the fight. Knowing these notes is part of your learning in how to be inserted and how to be extracted. You need to know your notes as good as you know your armament. Hope you enjoy this presentation again, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.